Did you know that you can get out of a California real estate contract for whatever reason you want during the inspection period, but you can't for the other two contingencies? We're going to get into it in a sec. Hey everybody, and welcome to the next episode of the Real Estate Minute Show. Today we're going to talk about the 3 big contingencies in a California real estate contract. Other states are different. Other states could be very similar. We're only going to talk about California because that's the only place I'm licensed to sell real estate. So the 3 big contingencies in a real estate contract are inspection contingency, appraisal contingency, and loan. And they all run together from the start of the contract, all right? The important difference is the inspection contingency. You can get out for whatever reason you want. Typically, that time period ranges from 10 to 17 days after you sign the contract. It's all negotiable, these time periods. You can get out if it smells funny that day. You can get out if you just woke up and said, honey, oh my God, what are we doing? We can't buy a house. But that's the time period during the inspection contingency. You get all the disclosures from the seller. You find out what's right or wrong about it, the neighborhood, your neighbors, inspections, what's going on if there's dogs barking all the time. It allows you to come and go on the property and figure out if it's the right house for you. Now, let's say you have 10 days to do your inspection contingency in the contract. What happens on day 10? That last day. Now it's the night of day 10. Now it's day 11. What happened? Did you lose the deal? We run into this a lot, especially with first-time buyers. They think that right after these contingencies, when they expire, that next day you lost your house and lost the deal. Not true in California. Hardlined into the California contract is the seller must give you what's called a notice to perform prior to the expiration or after the expiration of that contingency, whether it be inspection, appraisal, or loan contingencies, okay, that are in the contract. Now, if they give you that notice, it typically gives you 48 hours to decide to waive that contingency or terminate, and it's up to you at that point on what you want to do. You don't lose it just because the time went over that contingency date. It's not like Cinderella and she turns into a pumpkin at midnight, okay? Doesn't happen. Now, if you waive your inspection contingency, all you're left with at that point is the appraisal contingency and the loan. If the property appraises for the purchase price or more, you can't get out after that for that purpose. If you get a loan commitment from your lender for the loan amount and the purchase price, you can't get out of the deal at that point. So the only thing, why it's very important, the inspection contingency from the outset, is because you can get out for whatever reason you want. So pay attention to that and understand they can't just terminate the deal. They got to give you notice. All right, hope that was helpful. If you have any questions, shoot a message below. Happy to talk to you more about it. Have a great day, and we'll see you next week on the Real Estate Minute Show. Take care.